So you go your whole life, through the school system, learning, figuring out what you want to do. And then you hit the real world to where you figure out whether or not you want to go to college or go to trade school to build a trade skill for yourself. And you work these jobs to fill up the time period where you're having financial problems and you're trying to put some money in your pocket. And it may not be your end destination, or it may be your end destination. One thing you have to realize about the system of working jobs, they are using you for more than what they're paying you for, okay? And they don't care about you as a vessel. They can replace you at any moment. And you have to hold this truth of going in there and taking care of what you got to take care of to fill up your pockets to the most potential and not lose your mental, okay? And use it to elevate you to the next stepping stool in your life, next stepping stone in your life. You can't lose the mental battle of being stressed out at your job, because that's when you start doing the job a favor. Now you're working with this mindless behavior and mindless thought process to where you can't elevate past the job, okay? And you must use it to invest into your own life, into your own interests, and stay focused on your goals. Don't lose time to catering to yourself. Don't lose time to catering to your kids. Don't lose time to catering to your overall legacy on what you want to do, because you're going to have BS happen outside the job. You want to have BS happen in your life. You want to have, trial and error happen in your life. So you can't allow the job to take away the happiness in your life. You got to get in the job and get in the flow of what do you actually want for your life. Because you want been through the books, you want been through the trial and error, you want been through the upsets, you want been through people not seeing your vision, you want been through so much BS. So you have to take the time to pour into yourself and pour into the vision of putting in the work for the job, to put more work into yourself, to put more financial in your pockets, to be the person you desire to be, to make the fortune you desire to make. Once you start moving around mindless and not having your mental and not having, the whole thought process of, okay, this is the stepping stone to get to the next step in my life, you start to see the people, you start to see yourself become the co-workers at your job, the people who are miserable, putting it onto you as the person who is enjoying the work and enjoying the grit for grit, enjoying, knowing the system to where you can beat the system. You have the opportunity to do better in your life. You know what I mean? To get past minimum wage, to get past the income you already making, to get past, the milestone you already passed in your life. Because you're gonna see yourself go through a lot of battles in your life. Why can't you overcome the battle you're going through right now? Because that's the thing. The world eats off depressed, people who don't have an attention span, people who can't empower themselves. The world thrives off that. The world makes the most money in taxes off that. The world thrives off you not having your freedom of enjoying your freedom. Listen to what I said. The world thrives off you not having your freedom. So in order for you to have your true freedom, you got to free your mind, and you can't allow your job to take that away. You know what I mean? And to be honest, they don't tell you this, but a lot of times, over 60 to 70% of the time, really about 80% of the time, your job is the armor for you to become a successful entrepreneur. because they don't tell you on the other side that you need funds to invest into yourself, to invest into being into an entrepreneur. You need to be able to invest into yourself. So stop not liking the job you at. Stop complaining. Stop looking at these other niggas doing good in their life and doing the wrong thing in their life, and focus on you and focus on what you got to do. Stop focusing on the co-workers, negative energy and the energy they trying to dish onto you, and focus on what you want to do, and focus with, everything you want to put together in your life. Focus on the output that you putting out every single day, so you can say you putting your all into every single day, because they're trying to take that away from you. They're trying to take away your own thinking power. You know what I mean? So you have to keep your thinking power. It's just like you going through school and you had a bad coach in your life, and you get discouraged from playing the whole sport because the coach took away all the love and joy and passion from you in the sport, because he took away, he tried to take away your confidence. He tried to take away that you're good enough. That's what the world would do to you. That's what these jobs that you constantly not wanting to work to get to the next stepping stone in your life would do to you if you allow it to. That's what a person you really love, not seeing your vision of what you want to do in your life for the next, lifetime. And that's what you want to do. It stems from all trying to take away your happiness and what you truly want to do. So in the job field, you have to stay focused on what you truly want to do and not allow no one to touch that, man. No one to touch that, bro. Because as you get in and out, the job and getting and stacking the paychecks and stacking, sacrifice. I can't buy this, because I'm stacking, I'm trying to get to point A, point Z, point A, point Z, point A, point Z. Okay, BS happened today. How would I respond? And you'll start to see, as you respond to things more positively, you're going into that job with a more positive impact on your day. How can I change my life at this job? How can I not allow the job to play me to where it's not for me and it's stressing me out? So I need to think this way so I can get the benefits from it and then move on when I need to move on. And if I like the job and if I want to work this job for the rest of my life, I'm gonna maintain what I'm doing right now and keep doing what I'm doing. And if I want to be an entrepreneur, I'm gonna stack the paychecks and invest into myself. And if I don't have the most money in my pockets, I'm gonna sacrifice and not buy nothing for 6 to 12 months to 2 months to 2 years or a year. How bad do you want it? How bad do you want to change your life? How bad do you want this for yourself? Because the world would try to take that away from you. The world would try to take away your creativity. Just because you work a job don't mean you can't have creativity. That's another big one. The world would try to take away your creativity if you allow it to. Your creativity is your biggest asset to life, because your creativity and your imaginary is what creates your reality. You know what I mean? Your whole reality stems from your whole thinking process, your whole thinking brain. You know what I mean? So you got to use your brain power in the world, because the world try to take that away from you. You know what I mean? That's why they try to have your attention span, your eyes onto the social media apps. You know what I mean? And then going to the job and then going on the sites that you don't need to be on, or just having your focus on the wrong things in life. Stay focused through the struggle. Stay focused through the grit for grit grind you going through in your life, and you'll have a peace of mind. Don't allow your job to take your peace of mind. Don't allow, the co-workers that you don't always like, and they on weird stuff when you come into the job. Don't allow them to throw you off what you want. You gotta go back to all the times you was a youngin, you was young, you was a child, and you was innocent, and you had visions of what you wanted to do in your life. As we get older, we get away from them thoughts. We get away from the place we were at when we was younger. We were so innocent, and we were so in a place of wanting more for ourselves and using our imagination, of what we wanted. See, niggas get older, and all of a sudden we change the whole thing up, because now you horny more. Now you don't got an attention span. Now you not using your imagination. Now you not, hanging around the right group of people who innocent enough to just want to do better and improve in their life. You know what I mean? So you got to stay focused. Get in the gym while you working your job. Give yourself a place to where you can ease your mind. It don't have to even be the gym. It could be just something to be easing your mind to and improve your thinking power, to improve your confidence, to improve who you are, to embrace who you are. Because they're trying to take away your identity. You ain't realized that? You online watching other people's life all day when you working your job and you trying to figure it out, you trying to put it together in your life, yet they throw so many different identities in your face, and they don't want you off these apps like social media and stuff like that. They want you comparing to one or another, and then you see all the envy around. Why you think that is? Because they trying to take your identity. You ain't realize? This is the untold truth. This is what they don't tell you. This is what the school system don't tell you. You go through this whole rat race, and then everybody just comparing about their own rat race. And then when you speak the truth, they look at you like an alien. When you live in the truth of not caring and having the confidence to be who you are and living your imagination and doing what you want to do, focus on the improvement, focus on your legacy, they judge you for it. And that's why you have the power to not care. You have the power to live how you want to live, to be who you want to be, to do what you want to do, to pursue what you want to pursue. I had a conversation with someone close to me the other day, and then he said, how can me as a person and, a unit behind me change the world? I told him, I said, did Martin Luther King change the world? He said, yeah. I said, that was one person. And it all stemmed from his voice, from his thoughts, from his visions. Don't ever think you can't change the world. Even if you're not a superhero type, man. You being you living out your legacy, you're impacting your life and the people around you. So long as you live your true self, live what you living for, you go into that job and do what you got to do and stack the paychecks to where you free yourself up, you free your mind up from the stress you going through in your life. You would never live the system of the rat race. You would never live the system of being cheated of your own identity. Because the truth is, they're trying to take your identity. They're trying to keep you in the rat race. They're trying to make you mad. The little BS that happens every day that you have to deal with is trying to take away your happiness. It's trying to take away your accomplishments. It's trying to take away from that inner child that went through so much. And you can't lose the battle. You can't lose the battle of the grind. You can't lose, man. You can't lose, because once you lose the whole lifetime. You lose the whole thing, because sometimes it's hard to get out that mindset of cheating yourself. It's certain people that you cannot save, that you will be around, or they will be close to you as like a family relative or a lifetime friend you had, that they live with this deep sense of cheating themselves, that it can latch on to you. They never get out the rat race. They always complain about their job. They always not happy with themselves. They always, complaining. Or they comparing their life to you, to where they can't be truly happy with themselves. So it's coming on to you because they're comparing each other's lives, and they fell victim to the world wanting to compare your life to the next person's life because they're trying to take away your identity. Look, man, you can only control how you respond to things in life. So you got to ask yourself, how will you respond to things in life? And once you learn how to respond to things in life, you'll be all right in life. But first, you need to respond to things in life and understand that certain things is just going to be stepping stones in your life. And when you get to where you want to go, you need to maintain the things in your life. And also, you need to keep your imagination and remember all the things you've been through, as far as through your childhood and your adulthood, and everything you've been through, to put it into the present day and create the magic of being you, and create the magic of being your identity, and create the magic of enjoying each present moment and not allowing the world to take away your identity. And when you're doing the things you're doing, you need to make sure you're investing into yourself, not just financially, but time too, and thinking process too. And invest into your thinking power. Invest into, of course, financially too, and into what you want to do. You know what I mean? That business you want to do, that stock you want to invest in, that trading, course, or that trading you want to invest in. But you have to do these things and approach these things in a rightly manner, to where you're not allowing them to take your identity. And so many times we think we can't do something. You want to get a tattoo, but you're not allowing yourself to get a tattoo because you feel like you're gonna mess up your whole life. But your true identity, your true self, is telling you to get a tattoo. You know what I mean? So you gotta ask yourself, what do you want, and is this truly what you want? And just do it. So many people want to travel and go across the world, but they feel like they're scared to travel alone, so they never do it. You have to just do it. You have to, beat your fears in life. And that's what also another thing that's just going to keep you in the system, if you never beat your fears in life. See, the world thrives off fear. If you hold on to this fear of you'll never be enough, you can't do X, Y, and Z, you can't do this action in your life, you will always be in the same place in your life. You will always be in the same system, and the same system of thinking process that you're going through right now, because you fear to take the next step in your life. So don't be so fearful in your life. Don't be so fearful to invest a part of your paycheck into the thing you actually want to do. Don't be so fearful of being at the job you actually want to work at in your life. Don't be so fearful to, do what you got to do at the job, while the co-workers have the negative energy at the job, and you have the mindset that this is all gonna change for me. Don't be fearful that everything isn't gonna play out the way it needs to play out, man. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was very useful to you, and just remember this while going through the system, so you can break the system, so you can have your identity, so you can know the untold truth. And make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna holler at you on another one, man.